Once upon a time, crossing the length of a football field every second was considered the pinnacle of sports vehicle performance. Hitting 200 miles per hour used to be an accomplishment reserved for a select few production vehicles. In fact, it didn't happen until the 1987 Ferrari F40, thanks to barebones features and paint so thin you could see through it. For millennia, people have been intrigued with speed. Competitive speed began with foot races in ancient Greece and chariot races in Rome, and man has never looked back. But it wasn't until the first vehicles appeared in garages across Europe that man's need for speed took off. 2011 to 2018 KOENIGSEGG AGERA RS. We might be into the out-of-production speed superstars, but don't expect speeds to fall far beyond the 250 mph mark. Case in point, KOENIGSEGG's AGERA RS shook the automotive world back in 2017 with a record-shattering 277.9 mph run through the Nevada desert. KOENIGSEGG's familiar 5.0-liter twin-turbo V8 was the driving force behind this run, rated at 1,160 horsepower and 944 pounds-to-foot. 2020, present SSC TUATARA. Despite volumes of controversy surrounding SSC North America's recent top speed debacle, the new $1.9 million SSC TUATARA hypercar legitimately claimed the title as the fastest car in the world in early 2021 with a verified 2A average speed of 282.9 miles per hour in Florida. A staggering speed, but a long shot from the TUATARA's alleged one-way top speed run of an astounding 331.15 miles per hour through the Nevada desert. With an absurdly slippery aero and a twin-turbo 5.9-liter V8 pushing out up to 1,750 horsepower, SSC promises a future verified run that will break the 300 mph mark. 2020, present Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus. Oh, don't act so surprised. In the past 15 years, Bugatti has been the highest profile marque consistently associated with speed records, first with its iconic Veyron and now with the current Chiron hypercar. Specifically, the 1,580 horsepower Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus sits at the top of the bug speed pile with a top speed in excess of 300 miles per hour, though the super limited production version is electronically capped at an unrevealed speed to prevent tire failure. Bugatti strongly hinted a special package, including a trip to Bugatti's Aerolessian test facility, will be available for those intrepid owners who want to experience their new hyperspace capsule as it was designed. Expect this to carry a not insignificant price bump over the Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus's $3.9 million buy-ins. 2021 Hennessey VENOM F5. Another theoretical speed king, the Texas-based Speedhouse claims its newest homegrown hypercar is good for a whopping 311 miles per hour. Based on the 266 mph performance of the Lotus-ish first-gen VENOM, we wouldn't be unduly surprised to see it claim the world record. A meaty 6.6-liter twin-turbo V8 screams out 1,817 horsepower and 1,193 pounds-to-foot, so expect at least 300 miles per hour on the Speedo. Try it for yourself, provided you have $1.8 million to burn. 2020, present KOENIGSEGG JESKO ABSOLUT. It looks like the former king of speed records is prepping for another run at the crown with the almighty KOENIGSEGG JESKO ABSOLUT. Until the SSC TUATARA claimed the record, KOENIGSEGG held the title with the AGERA RS with its verified top speed of 277.9 miles per hour, so it stands to reason a more powerful, lighter KOENIGSEGG JESKO ABSOLUT would theoretically be faster. Emphasis on theoretically, the ridiculously slippery JESKO ABSOLUT's 330 mph top speed exists only in simulations, but KOENIGSEGG says a real-deal top speed run is coming later in 2021, hence our asterisk. We've no doubt the Swedish hypercar house will break that record, especially considering the Absolut is the speed-focused variant of the existing JESKO. Power is unchanged from the JESKO's standard 1,603 horsepower 5.0-liter twin-turbo V8. Instead, the entire aero kit of the regular JESKO is revised, with the large rear wing assembly replaced with two smallish fins inspired by Saab jets. The front splitter and side winglets are lopped off, and the tail end of the car is stretched by about 3 inches, all reducing the downforce from 3,086 pounds to a measly 331 pounds and dropping drag down to a wicked 0.278. Formula 1. Just for giggles, let's explore the speed present in the, mostly, unrestricted world of motorsports. First up is Formula 1, the statistician's favorite motorsport. Like all the other categories of racing on this list, top speed isn't a priority in F1. But with 850 to 1000 horsepower turbocharged V6s, high speed is an inevitable byproduct. Case in point, Sebastian Vettel and Sergio Perez both hit 223 miles per hour during the 2019 season on high-speed tracks. INDYCAR. Run on a mixture of both road courses and oval tracks, a high top speed is paramount for competitive IndyCar teams. Like cousin Formula One, open-wheeled IndyCars pull power from a small displacement turbocharged V6, though the 2.2-liter twin-turbo units in IndyCar are only rated to between 550 and 750 horsepower depending on the race. In top spec, IndyCars crack between 235 and 240 miles per hour on the fastest ovals. LMP1. For the better part of the 20th century, prototype racing at the 24 Hours of Le Mans was consistently one of the fastest forms of motorsport, with speeds regularly reaching into the 240 mile/hour range. As technology progressed and cars continued to gain performance and speed, a number of high-profile crashes led to the addition of chicanes on the legendary Mulsanne Straight that significantly reduced achievable speeds. Compared to the overall record of the 1988 WM Peugeot P88 that cracked 253 miles per hour on the UN chicane stretch, 2020's race saw the fastest LMP1 hit right around 216 miles per hour. NASCAR. Massive naturally aspirated V8s and high-speed ovals are a match made in heaven, as the popularity of NASCAR continues to prove. Still, despite 900 horsepower from the big lumps under the front hood, the governing body behind NASCAR limits the competing stock cars to right around 200 miles per hour. NHRA top fuel. Another tricky one. We know what top speed the top fuel cars achieve, but seeing as they're exclusively run down the quarter mile, we just don't know just how fast they're capable of. Still, not only are top fuel drag cars the fastest race car on this list, the record stands at 338 miles per hour, but they're also the quickest accelerating, achieving that absurd speed in under 4 seconds. WRC. This one is just for comparison's sake. Although the tiny turbocharged terrors that rip through forests, deserts, and snowy tundras are some of the quickest accelerating cars in motorsport, most have a top speed easily surpassed by modern hot hatches. According to Toyota, the 390 horsepower plus 2019 Yaris WRC runs out of gearing after 124 miles per hour, 19 miles per hour less than the crazy Yaris GR that's currently sitting on dealer lots outside of the US. Thrust SSC jet-powered land speed record car. We couldn't finish this list without mentioning the Mac Daddy of all terrestrial speed, the Thrust SSC. Since 1997, the jet-powered car has held fast the land speed record, standing at a brain-bending 763 miles per hour. Think of this less as a car and more like a wingless jet, particularly on the subject of propulsion. Twin Rolls-Royce Spey jet engines provide a gargantuan 50,000 pounds of thrust at peak operation, equivalent to 102,000 brake horsepower. If you enjoyed this video, kindly press the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on, so that you don't miss out on videos like this. Thank you for watching.